I want to talk about one other thing because I work with lots of students and often I don't know the students, and when I go in and confer with them, sometimes teachers give me their low students because they're exasperated and they don't know what to do with it, with the students. There's a common refrain that comes up somewhere in the conference, and sometimes it takes a long time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Sometimes it's a confession right at the beginning. But this is a fourth grader that when we're working with a fraction problem eventually says, I'm not really good at math, right? Notice that coming up. I'm not really good at math. Really? That's what you believe about yourself? Then there's this refrain from me that usually goes like, don't say that, look at this wonderful work, and then trying to boost that student up. Here's a first grader. I had turned off the recording device and she whispers something to me, and then I turn it back on and say, could you say that again? Say what you said. She says, I don't understand things that much. That's a first grader. She knows she's not understanding, and yet she doesn't know what to do about it. And then she goes on, after I ask her what makes you say that or what makes you think that, she says, I'm not really good at math. And then I have to go through and show her all the things she did, et cetera, et cetera. So there are things that are happening to students very early on in school that imagine this child now in 8th grade, right? Where are they going? One of my favorite pieces of work, this is from Ariel's classroom, where the student, at the beginning of the year, they were doing a survey, like a math survey, and it was draw a picture of yourself doing math, question mark. What does that look like? Write about your best math experience. I don't have one, them being politically correct, crosses it out, writes all, that's not true, crosses it out, then writes none. Write about your worst math experience. I don't have any either. Oh, wait a minute, it's all. And then when I do math, I feel impatient to go home. All right? So this is something that's happening in our classrooms to students, and how do we reach these students? So the thing to think about, our students are always learning. They just may not be learning what we want them to learn. Like, they're always picking up on things that are happening, and what they're learning might actually really be impacting how they think about themselves. So we can change I really believe we can change our students' beliefs and attitudes by examining ourselves and looking at our own learning dispositions and changing them. And the culture we have in our classrooms is the culture we create, right? Think about it. It's your classroom. If that culture is something you love and it's wonderful and vibrant, power to you. If it's not, you have to look at what am I doing as a teacher that's creating this kind of environment.